Let's talk intuition. Why is it important and how do you know this is the intuition that's coming from, your actual intuition, or is it coming from your mind? And how do we know the difference? How can we not confuse and how can we end this all together? Now, I talk a lot about intuition and how to activate intuition in a lot of my talks, in a lot of my webinar, in my seminars. So in this video, I'm going to condense it on the most potent ways that you can tell whether it is your mind that's speaking nonsense or it is your actual intuition, your gut feeling guiding you to your truth. So if you guys want to know more and how to activate this, let's keep on watching. Welcome back to Awaken with Tina. My name is Tina Wong. I am an energy activator and a spiritual guide. And on this channel, we share about spiritual practices, energy updates on how you can step into your truest and highest alignment with ease and grace. So if you guys are about that life, make sure you like this video and of course subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you. Now, if you guys have been here around for a while, you've been seeing, me in my videos, you may have noticed that the background's a little bit different. That's because I am in a new country of Mexico, baby. So I'll be here for the next couple of months. So I'm super excited to share more magic from this land. Now, let's talk about intuition, mind versus the real deal. How to know the difference. So in this video, I'm going to shoot it to you straight, okay? No fluff. We're going to get into it and we're going to figure it out once and for all. Okay, so how do we go about it? The first thing that you have to know is that what is your mind? Okay, what's your mind? Where's your mind? What's the situation here, right? Mind is here. And intuition, when I say the word intuition, where do we feel? Do we feel intuition? Do we feel intuition? Do we feel intuition? Do we feel intuition? Do you feel intuition? So let me know down below and we can keep this interactive. And it's actually different for everyone, okay? That's why I'm asking you this. It's not always the same. When I say intuition, speaking from your intuition, your intuition speaking to you. Where do you actually feel it? Do you feel it here? Stomach? Here? Where do you feel it? So most of the time, okay, it's going to be in this area. I don't know if you can see here. Okay, there we go. In this area. So in your intuition, it's going to feel kind of here, and sometimes it can be a whole body experience as well. And I'm going to go back into why it's not here in a second. So when you actually feel into the word intuition, you will know that it's more of a feeling, right? It's a feeling more of versus words. It's more of something that is intangible and you just kind of feel it in your body. Now, this is something that sometimes it takes more practice. So this is why when I work with people who are very intuitive, who are very empathic, but wanted to kind of streamline the intuition, what I always share is that just listen to where your intuition is coming through from, because that's kind of like where your most potent energy portal is. So sometimes you will hear this a lot. My gut feeling, right? My gut is telling me this, right? My gut. So where's your gut? Here? So if you're feeling like that, like my gut just feels me, this is it. So whenever you have that kind of feeling, it's a very much of a yes or no. It's a very yes or no feeling. So if you want to strengthen your intuition and making sure if it is your intuition, you can ask a yes or a no question. Okay, ask a yes or a no question, but you're not going to listen from here. You're not going to think from here, because your mind is for thought, thinking, processing, but your energy, you see, is feeling. Because when we're talking about intuition, we're talking about our body as an instrument, right? When I say, okay, feel this, right? Or feel this cup and stuff. Like, what do you feel? You feel with your hand, right? You feel with your body. Like, you feel things. Like, I'm feeling things. So knowing that it's not really feeling things here, you're feeling it with the rest of your body. So if you're someone who feels like, okay, I feel gut feeling, what does it mean for you? It means that your gut is it's like a gut instinct. It's a very strong. It's a yes or it's a no. There's no maybe, okay? It's a yes or it's a no. So this is when you want to ask that yes or no question. And this is when the trick is. Okay, this is when the mind gets in the way because you're trying to rationalize it. But you see, the rationalization can still happen, but after. It doesn't happen right there. When you're asking the question, you have to take your mind out of the game and you have to really tune into your gut feeling and say, is it a yes or is it a no? Like beyond reason. You see, it needs to be beyond reason. And when you know that your intuition is truly speaking, not just your mind chattering nonsense, it's a very strong feeling, and it doesn't make sense. And a lot of people, the reason why they're afraid of tapping into their intuition, because they're afraid to be wrong. You see, they're afraid to, what if I it's a yes and I feel it in my body, and then I like don't take that decision, or I take it and then it's the wrong one and I feel bad. You see, but then you can think about that, sure, after, okay? You can rationalize your yes or no, what does it mean for you after? But if we're talking about strictly intuition, it's a very clear yes or no in your gut feeling, okay? You can ask any question. Is this path meant for me? Yes or no? Am I meant to do something more with my life? Yes or no? Am I truly happy here? Yes or no? Okay, so that is for those of you who are gut feelers, and let me know down below if you are. That's why a lot of people say gut feeling is your God feeling, okay? It's very strong, it's very potent. Now, I want to talk about another group of you guys who are maybe feeling it more in the heart. Some of you guys feel your intuition. It's like, oh, my heart is telling me this. My heart is telling me this. Is this you? Let me know down below. Comment heart if it's heart. Comment gut feeling if it's you. So the heart are very special, okay? For those of you who are feeling like, oh, my heart is telling me to do something, what this means is that you are definitely an empath. Okay, what does it mean? Is that you're a very sensitive soul. You can sense into many things, especially people's pains. Okay, and let me know if it's true for you. You can, if someone's crying, you're just like feeling it. If someone's going through a loss, sometimes you are like feeling as if you're going through the same thing. And what this means for you is that your heart portal is a very strong magnetic field that you can feel a lot of things. But sometimes if you're not aware and how to work with this energy, you can get a lot of mixed feelings. Because in our heart, there's the rule that rules emotions and feelings. So this is when it's so important before you do any of these intuitive practices and asking the question, you want to be clearing the channel. Okay, so what you want to be doing is that you want to be sitting still, land, tune out the noises. You don't want to be like, oh, let me tune into my intuition in the middle of the mall. Like, if you're new to this, just allow yourself to be in somewhere quiet. Breathe out. And the reason why is that it clears out the mind. You see, when the mind gets in the way, you cannot like get the straight download because it goes filtered through the mind. You know, whatever the download that you're getting from the divine, it gets filtered and the mind will make a own story. So you're not getting that true intuitive hit. So this one, you want to clear up the mind. You ask the question, how am I truly feeling about this? Okay, so if you are a heart-centered type of person that you feel a lot, you want to ask, how do I feel about this? Okay, ask yourself that question. How do I feel about this situation? How do I feel about saying yes to this thing, right? How do I feel? Okay, and I want you to answer in terms of feelings, okay, not in terms of, oh, but then this means I have to move here. This means I have to say bye to this person. Like, no. Not in a human way, in a feeling way. Feeling are, I am sad, I am happy, I am excited, I am scared, right? Feelings, okay? Emotions. So feel, how are you truly feeling about something? And I can tell you that how you know your intuition is truly speaking to you and if it's the right path for you is that you are going to feel a hint of excitement. You're going to feel a hint of expansion. It's like a yes, but. Okay, but here's the big but. The big but is going to come from, there's also going to be infused with some scare feeling, some fear feeling. Okay, and why do I say that? How do I know that this path for me, that I feel excited and fear at the same time? Because excitement is your truth. It's how you feel when you feel into two paths for you. Should I take this job? Should I not take this job? One is going to be very clear. You're going to feel excited. You're going to feel relieved. Some of you guys are going to feel that. I'm going to feel at peace. But then the fear kicks in after. Okay, but the fear kicks in. The fear is not your actual feeling. You see, the fear is that filter way of your mind thinking. Because what if you're like, I'm ready to leave my job and I feel so relieved and I feel so free. So initially it's a good feeling, right? And then what kicks in is, oh no, but what if like I don't have money anymore? How am I going to support my family? Oh my gosh, right? But then you see that fear comes from the mind. Because when you're in your heart, when you're in your truest alignment, when you clear that channel, you're not going to feel that. You're not going to feel the fear. You're not going to feel all these, density. Because the heart and love, when you're tuning into love and compassion and this kind of openness energy, you're talking and you're working with very high vibrations. So there's no room for that kind of negativity right away. Okay? Right away. Okay, so this is how you know. And on the other hand, when you know a path is not for you, you're going to feel it right away. Your heart is going to feel closed. Even though your mind wants to say yes, that yeah, of course, why wouldn't I want to take that job? That makes so much sense. It paid me more. It's a better working condition. But sometimes your heart just feels like, closed. So listen to that. Right? It's a feeling, you see. It's an initial feeling. It's not the after feeling. The after feeling is when, you open it for a while and then the fear kicks in. But you see, at the beginning, that is your truest intuition speaking to you. Okay? And third. The third way, and some of you guys can be in this group, is that it's kind of like the top area of your heart and kind of like in your throat. So it's like you want to say something. Something wants to be spoken through you, or something that needs to be said, right? So this is when you want to really focus on what is the honest truth, okay? So make note of this, honest truth. And if you feel your intuition kind of energy around here, let me know throat, okay? Let me know down below. So what this means for those of you is that it's important for you to know what is the truth feeling. And when we're working with our throat chakra, it's all about speaking the truth and knowing the truth and what is the truth for you. So this is when you want to ask yourself, what is true for me, okay? Or what is the true path for me? Is the true path for me to do this? Is it in my highest alignment? Am I being honest with myself? Am I honoring my energies? Am I honoring my highest light? Or am I lying to myself by saying, it's okay, let's stay in this relationship, we are happy, yes, it's fine. So this is when you want to be really honest. Are you lying to yourself, or you're being honest with yourself? Okay, so remember, feel. And then your throat gonna feel clogged up, or your throat gonna feel like yes. Okay, and you can ask yourself that yes or no question, like we were talking about the gut feeling as well. So this is when I want you to really be aware that when you're talking about your mind, it's really that it's that afterthought. It's really that afterthought, because your intuition will always be that direct hit, but your mind will come in after when you're trying to rationalize things, make sense of things. So that's why a lot of people are afraid to really unleash their intuition, because they're afraid to be wrong. They're afraid to, what if I cannot trust myself? So the first thing about that is just to really learn how to trust yourself. And I made a bunch of videos on how you can step into your power, trust yourself more, work with your intuition, and I'll post it right here for you so you guys can check it out and learn more about it. Because when you tap into your intuition, it's so important that you know that you have this gift. It's not something that is like, oh, I need to find it somewhere. It's already in you. But it's like a muscle, right? The more you work with something, the more it's gonna come through. So I'll post this video right here again for you so you can tap into this. Any question, any topic that you want me to talk about, drop it down below. If you guys don't have me already on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I would love to share more with you guys there. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.